This is problem number 22 from the June 2017 Geometry Regents exam. So we've got two distinct acute triangles, ABC and DEF, where angle B and E are congruent. Let's go ahead and start off by drawing these two hypothetical triangles. So they're going to be acute. So we've got ABC, and over here we have DEF. And we do know that angles B and E are congruent. So this is the same as this. The two triangles are congruent when there's a sequence of rigid motions that maps what? So let's go ahead and go through the potential answers and see which one of these makes sense. So the first one says angle A onto angle D, which would imply that those are two equal angles. So these two. And angle C onto angle F. So you cannot prove that two triangles are congruent if all three angles are the same, because one could be an enlargement of the other, right? You may have this triangle and this triangle where all three angles are the same, but the side lengths are different. So option number one cannot work to prove congruency. Option number two says that AC onto DF, so that would imply that this line and this line are equal distance, and BC and EF are equal distance. So this would be a side angle, so SSA. I'm trying to avoid spelling that the opposite direction because that would not be good. Anyway, so you can't. This is another example of how you cannot use this pattern to the sequence to prove congruency. SSA, side angle, does not work. So let's now take a look at option number three. So C onto F, so that means angles C and F are congruent or equal, and BC onto EF, so this line and this line are the same distance. This would be an example of angle, side, angle. And that is one correct way that you can prove that two triangles are congruent. So yes, option number three is correct. And option number four, by the way, just does not make any sense. Showing that 2 points you can't really prove 2 points are congruent. That makes no sense whatsoever. So that's not gonna work. Okay, that's all for this video, and thanks for visiting JD's Regents Preparation.